With that in mind, we come back into the room with the spectre.
Yeah, we destroyed the skulls, we analyzed the machine.
That CSU mostly finished up your conversation. I believe you had a few more tricks up your sleeve you might wanted to try, with the spectre noticing its current confusion, memory issues, as well as its inability to notice its current surroundings properly.
Okay. So I think last left off, he threw an anti-magic shell over me, right?
Yes, and he had said that you are not a spell. Otherwise, you would no longer be speaking to it.
Well, I'd probably carry that certain.
You did cut out for me there. What was that? What you said?
I'll say, are you, if he accuses me of not being a spell, I'll ask him, is he certain?
Yes, you would not be standing if not, or if you were a spell.
Feels like a week since we last spoke. So you think that it is not as far along as you think, as it is? Let me use my words correctly.
And you think it is much further than it is.
Correct. So how do we solve our disagreement?
Well, I have known
it surely helps one of us,
such as yourself, to be wrong more than right.
Sure,
Therefore,
but
I will go with my assumption, which is the one I perceive.
But it's not lost to you to confirm your assumption. I mean, surely you must make sure you're right after all. I mean, if there's even a 1% doubt, you might as well just make sure it's correct, just so you don't just end up standing here for no reason. Or floating, sorry. And if I'm wrong, then you have the satisfaction of proving me wrong.
Bring me more mechs.
Is that a person?
Yes.
And if I was right,
wizards that worked here. If
and
you
where...
are right, you'll bring him back a skull. If I am right, you will bring him back a man. Either way, more mechs would have wanted nothing but to enter this place. Although he was sealed as a form of protection to the south. A malfunction. I believe the gnomes and dwarves would have fixed this. I can only sense the activation of magic in that area rather than its removal.
Where would I find Mormont?
The chambers to the south.
To the south. Down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay.
If I am right, he will be quite hungry and thirsty. If I am wrong, he will be nothing but a corpse.
Very well. I will come back with what remains of Mormont. I will probably close the doors behind me so we don't get any undisturbed visitors. Perhaps I knock 6 times so you know it's me.
Understood. 6 knocks.
Okay, I will nod and file out. And the group's been hearing me, so I assume that they are okay with me closing the door.
We just quickly get Queen out.
Yeah.
Is the door closable or did we break it open?
is broken down. As remember, it was budged. However, as Red goes to close it, you'll notice the specter, using one of its eyes, seems to cause the object to levitate almost back into its position. You can hear it kind of grate against where the pins should be against it. It'll temporarily hold, thanks to the force of magic used. But yeah, it's definitely easily kick downable again, because it's not actually fully sealed. But it does stay upright. To those unsuspecting.
Good enough. Good enough for a guy with no hands.
Very true.
So, let's go collect the wizard's skull to the south. That's okay with everybody? Silence.
Thumbs up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're a person?
No. I don't think I am, but it'll take more than one aberration to convince me. He's not so sure about a lot of things.
Well, I can cast detect magic.
Let me.
There is a faint aura around the items that Red has. A fainter one upon Red himself. It is not very strong. Almost seems as if it's fading gradually, like sand from an hourglass with the bottom broken.
You do seem different.
I don't feel different. Maybe someone kicks the shit out of me and I start, breathing ice, you'll know. Or not.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Take off your pants.
Aren't you gonna buy me dinner first?
No.
I'm not taking enough.
Why does a double take?
Well, then you're human. If you're still a non-human being or creature, you would feel more compelled to do so.
I don't think
This is another one of your jokes.
No, I think this is sexual harassment.
I don't think that's how that works. Yeah. Never take off your pants and jacket.
Whoa, I never said that. Yes.
Now, is that one word or two words?
What do you mean? Okay, so I will start moving down, and Destiny, keep your pants on. If I say Destiny, take your pants off, what does Destiny do?
Well, I think it's you who has disadvantage against me in this case.
Oh, okay. I didn't really try to persuade me like that. All right, so I guess. I mean, what would it take to persuade someone to take their pants off in a dungeon?
Well, if I have advantage.
I'm going to beholder in the next room.
A very high persuasion. not a low one by any means. It'd have to be a very convincing argument as well, following the additional with that roll.
Yeah, I don't even know where Destiny's going with that.
I thought Destiny was gonna go up and just touch, see if he's still cold or anything.
Yeah, I was like, well, you don't have to touch me down there, but...
Well, that was plan B, but gotta do all the channels.
We're just gonna take my temperature.
Wasn't it cold down there anyways, but the balloons shriveled up?
It's shrinkage, it's shrinkage.
We've been in this cave for a long time.
Yeah, it's been very damp around here. It's cold.
So,
As that is going on, Destiny, you hear something in the back of your mind being said to you.
Why don't rogues ever tell jokes?
Why?
Because they always steal the punchline.
Then he keeps laughing.
Why don't rogues ever tell jokes? Because they always steal the punchline.
Are you just serious right now? We're trying to sneak into like an evil wizard's lair and you're telling that kind of...
Look, I'm allowed to have fun too.
Have fun in the tavern.
Why would I have fun there when I could have fun here?
Well, I have fun bashing in a evil wizard in the next room if there is one.
Deal.
We need a dwarf.
I can't get down these stairs.
Dynamic lighting's probably the answer to that one. 1 second.
Thank you, dynamic lighting.
These stairs go down.
Testing his energy.
That's Destiny's, like... freaking speaking
Reciting high in Arabic.
I always want to pull
something out of my pocket.
Speaking in tongues over here. I didn't think this connected up the way it did. Okay. Is this like, oh shit, didn't open that door, sorry. I clicked the wrong thing.
You're good.
I was trying to ping. This look like a wizard's chamber door.
What you will notice there, no worries, is that in front of this door, on the side of the wall here, there is a double door, which looks as though the iron hinges were melted into the structure itself as some form of last resort to protect those inside. There were fading sigils, thanks to Detect Magic still being up from Lycan using it earlier on red, that are identifiable as fading yet no longer active wards and glyphs of warding, to be specific, that you would see upon said door. Feels as though now, from its lingering remains, a solid bit of strength or damage to those hinges would allow you to gain access into this area. But unlike what the Spectre is saying, it has not been several days, but much longer given the visage of the door.
Would Kalora, would mending fix the hinges so we just open the door?
I will try that. I'll do mending.
Let me double check for you. It is a break or tear in an object, not a melded object.
Destiny, do you have a crowbar?
I sure do.
Lastly, as a note, you will notice to the south, there's another chamber consisting of dense carpets of weird fungi covering large sections of the floor in this cavern. The growth indicates puffballs a foot across, weird shelf fungus growing on stalagmites and large stalks and caps grow a good 5 feet tall. Some of these puffballs glow with an eerie green fluorescence that you see to the south, almost changing their light. Flash, space, flash, space. Repeating.
Why did the druid become a circle of spores druid? Because he was a real fun guy.
I propose you go through any door and any unexplored territory now, and thank you very much.
And say those jokes as you burst into the next room.
And we'll look behind you. I mean, what?
Wait, you're telling me you're going to allow me to do this?
In the next room by yourself. With the door closed.
Zoom in a little bit.
I'm going to I'm gonna try to bust open this door.
Okay, give me an athletics.
All right. With the crowbar, it has advantage, correct?
That is correct. And just as a note, as you are doing that check, you will hear in the back of your head,
Why don't druids hang out with fungi?
Why?
Because they're afraid they'll end up with too many spore friends.
as you're trying to get this crowbar, and it pops through the now melded cast of the hinges.
All right. As I kick open the door, I'm gonna scream this joke.
Perfect. So, as in the silence of your party, waiting, you hear Destiny screaming this as the metal from the hinges pop off, causing the door immediately to collapse. You'll see the scattered remains of 4 individuals, 2 of which are wearing robes, 2 of which are wearing faded metal armor, all of which over time has given away and rusted or has partially dissolved. It looks to be a chamber dedicated to those of study, more so a research room as well as a resting place. Dust, ash, and walls blackened by fire, and heaps of debris beneath the sagging ceiling show this room was damaged by a destructive blast. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, beds are scarred or splintered. A scorched iron chest stands near the foot of one of the beds. The adjacent closet on the south wall is full of rubble.
I'm gonna proudly walk in, because why not?
Just like look and see the things. Like tough audience.
Do I see any skeletons?
You see the skeletal remains of the 4, no active skeletons, however. You'll also notice there is a door to the south here as well.
Yeah, this is the closet you said, right?
Yes. Seems as more of a walk-in style closet where it opens into its own room.
May I look for, like, if this is a wizard's place, if there's spell components around?
Definitely indications from your knowledge and experience with them, scattered all over the ground. Kind of more ash than anything. And nothing really salvageable. The fire originally took most of the damage, and time took the rest. But it definitely is apparent that this was a research area, as well as a study.
Can I check under the beds?
Sure. Looking under the beds, you will see very ash-covered and kind of dusty books. Soon as you get closer upon inspection to them, you'll notice that the backs of them are kind of barely holding. It feels like the whole thing will collapse upon an interaction.
Mending would not fix that?
Correct, it is a break or tear.
Right. Okay, well, I'll keep doing like a story search around while Destiny explores or looks at the next door.
Okay.
Yeah. Wouldn't it work on a broken heart? I'm gonna open the door.
Okay, this door does appear to be locked.
Crowbar.
Okay.
Gotta check for any skeletons in my closet. 25.
Okay. You do manage to prop it open. As you do, you will notice what looks to be fine wizard robes, boots, wizardly hats, all fine attire, akin to merchant or aristocrat in terms of wealth. This area seems not damaged by the destruction that occurred in the rest of the room.
There's no way this stuff is cursed. I'm gonna put it all on.
Oh my god. I was gonna say detect magic on it first.
You throw on the quickest thing, probably a hat.
Mm-hmm. It goes on top of my other hat.
As soon as you throw your hat on top of your other hat, it's just kind of barely dangling there. You will notice around the room several figures will begin flashing into view, bluish energy and light condensing and then taking form into these otherworldly creatures. You will hear one of them speak, this one here in particular. It will say, "Who dares to steal from Mormax?"
Well, we found him.
Judging by the reactions of my party members, do they see this guy as well?
Yes. Technically, you don't see him in particular quite yet because there is the gap here, and that would be the wall blocking off the two beds, so you wouldn't be able to see that one directly, but you would be able to see the rest of these other wraith-like creatures that are within the room.
Oh my god.
I hate you, Destiny.
I guess since I'm the one who's doing it, I'll respond, sure.
You're good.
I'll say,
Why is us, the Crimson Wanderers? But we are not stealing, we are here to ask questions and to help where we can. We're the good guys, probably.
I came to ask questions once, and I have now never left. Crimson Wanderers, you may be. Ashes is what you'll be left in.
And also, I think your mic's dying.
Sorry, I gotta turn off my voice changer, otherwise it picks up weird things.
No kidding.
I'm on the bass right there.
Oh, it's using the wrong microphone, that's why.
Those curses are still starting to mix.
Yeah. They're starting to take
Is
shape.
this better?
Hopefully. For clarification, he said I came here to ask questions, and this is the state that I was left in. Crimson Wanderers, you'll be nothing but ashes. And he will initiate combat with that response.
Oh shit, I tried my best.
I'm like, if I didn't.
As the wizard hat falls off the head you currently have on.
Just to be clear, this wasn't my fault.
It was.
You said I could kick indoors and yell my jokes.
We have
and this
people
was
with
a part
like.
of the bit.
We have all the parties, all the stuff like detect magic, identify. We've got this whole bag of tricks, but now we just have to try everything.
We said you could enter. We didn't say put on cursed shit.
Yeah, it's not cursed, is it?
Summoning a bunch of undead doesn't sound like it's not cursed.
They were gonna get summoned in the first place. Why, when you see a hat on the ground, you don't put it on?
How do you wear a hat if you've got horns?
I know.
It's on top of my other hat.
Is that one poking through your horns?
Yeah. Like I tried to put on a helmet before and I just sat on top of my horns.
Okay, alright. Just, you know what? Just hit the monsters.
Let's see.
Well, no, I don't wanna.
Then apologize to them.
They're the ones with no fashion sense.
DM, do I still have arms?
I would say Astral Arms would. It'd probably have enough duration for this combat, but after that, I think time would have passed for it. You'd have to use another key.
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay. Let's see this here. And then we'll make this. Alright, so everyone initiative like in red destiny. Did you roll Queen on accident for your initiative, Cooler?
No, that should be.
I see Queen in initiative, but should
I
be
think
your modifier.
she. Yeah. Which is
Do you have both tokens selected?
No, I think I have both tokens selected.
That might be good. But it's fine because I know that means it's you, so it's actually that's so should be fine. But with that, where next we'll go. He'll actually start. Turn. He is going to reach his hand out towards you, Red.
How do you do?
Though it is not going for a handshake, it is going straight towards your head. It's an attempted attack.
Which one?
Shut up.
That is a 22 to hit, just past regular shield range for you.
Yeah, okay.
That is going to, unless you have a Barb's response.
I don't know what it's going to do to me, so I'll barbs it.
Okay. One reroll coming up. Who are you passing the advantage to?
Myself.
Okay. That'll turn it to a 19 result, which will be the gap. So 20's that would hit.
Yeah, shit. Alright.
That is going to be 20 necrotic damage and a constitution saving throw.
Okay. So let me minus 20. And I'm not blessed anymore, but I don't. Yeah, that was from the other fight.
Oh, good. So you will succeed. So instead of losing your maximum HP by 20, you'll just take 20 damage as it tries to life drain your vitality from you. Only wounding you in the process. That is its attack for the turn. So it will end it. As it goes to Lycan. After Lycan watches this energy being drained from Red.
Does Kalor's ball bless only last 10 minutes?
His bless lasts the duration of the regular spell, which is 1 minute.
Ah, okay, gotcha. Makes sense. Okay. I'm just gonna... Yeah, alright. I'm gonna punch Mormisk with my astral hands. I'm gonna bitch slap him.
Okay. That will connect.
I would like to stunning strike, please.
Okay. He will fail and be stunned. Mormax's kind of form begins to warp in and out without maintaining itself properly.
That's a good hit.
guess what? I'm going to punch him again with advantage.
Alright.
Unless he's him being a ghost negates that.
He's not immune to the stun condition. Immune to other things, but not stun.
So that hit was gang up.
That will just hit. Very nice.
Bonus action.
That will still hit. Alright. It is not enough to put him in the wounded condition. You're just injuring him so far. Those strikes, but he is now stunned until the start of your next turn. Or, I believe, end.
Yes. I'm going to use another key point to flurry.
Okay.
I don't waste the advantage. That's me.
Okay. Let's see. With that, it will go to the Wraith Warrior. And then... let's see. End of turn. Okay. With Warrior's going to look towards... let's see, Automaton Queen. And it will... using a battle axe attack. He's going to use a Marshal's Fury to make an extra attack at the cost of weakening his defenses, allowing him to have advantage against him from enemy attacks to him, similar to a reckless attack. But he will hit Queen both times. It's going to deal 13 damage on the first attack to Queen. And the second one is a crit. Which, due to the crit damage, is actually going to turn out to be 24 damage on the crit.
Okay, that's one.
As Queen goes down. The Wraith Warrior will move up to Kalor following that strike, and then ending its turn, leaving it to Red.
Okay, Red sees Mormisk is stunned. Looking at him quickly. This time this would be an action. I don't intend to take it if you tell me it is. Is he carrying like a spell casting foci or like a spell book?
It looks as though Mormax and the Arcane looking Wraith do not appear to be holding anything of spellcasting nature. No foci, no spellbook. They currently look as though their clothes have kind of melded into their ethereal body.
Okay, I was just gonna try to grab it if it was there. So I'll just hit him with some short sword attacks.
Okay. As noted, they have advantage.
First one. Does that hit him? Try.
That will connect.
Okay, then I'm gonna use the cane to hit him with 2 bonus action attacks.
Hurt. Go for it.
Does he get the +1 to gang up from me?
Yes. Yep, it's within melee range, and your melee is extended to 10 thanks to the astral punches.
Very cool.
Does it look like it's doing full damage to him, or just kind of like?
Yes, because those are magical items that you bypass natural resistance.
Okay, I didn't know the cane was that kind of magic. I thought it was well made.
No, it does. It is magical in nature to allow that extra attack.
Okay, so I will. That's one ruby fired then, and that will be. If he's stunned, does he get reactions?
He does not give reactions if he's stunned.
Hmm. Okay, I'll stay there. I don't. That's it.
All right. With that, it will go to Destiny.
All right. I'm gonna get angry.
All right, getting angry.
Arage. I'm gonna roll a d8, see what happens.
Heard?
1. What is this one? This one is okay. Alright, so flame chains. So as I rage, these flame covered chains start spewing from the ground and wrapping around me, and then they lash out at everything around me. They need to make a DC. What's the DC? I don't know what the DC is. I'll find the DC in a bit. But they need to make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 necrotic damage. That is going to be for this one, this one, this one, and unfortunately he's around the corner, so I don't think I can get him.
Correct. It is site based.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. Con save, and the DC is...
The Arcane Wraith does not appear to be affected by necrotic damage.
Okay.
The other two will take half, which is still going to be 1. As they are resistant to necrotic damage.
Well, it's a d12 damage they take.
Oh, you rolled that's the one from the d8. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. D12.
Still 1, so that works perfect for me. Not for
Oh my god.
But yeah, so as noted,
Okay,
Wraith is immune, Arcane Wraith is immune, and the Warrior Race, these ones are resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay, and I'm going to also... I will gain 1d12 hit points. It doesn't say it's the same roll, so I'm going to roll again for my hit points. Right?
Yes, yeah, we separate it.
8! Let's go!
Very nice.
Alright, and then I'm gonna run up, jump over Queen's dead body. And I'm gonna come right here and swing at this wraith. Recklessly. I'm gonna come recklessly and with Great Weapon Master.
Heard.
You got... No!
That will horribly miss.
Do I have something? Do I have something for this? I do not know. No. I used my... Ooh, Fate's Favor? I'm gonna use my Fate's Favor.
Okay.
Roll then. It's just a single roll, right?
Yeah, so just do a normal attack, and that's still considered that attack.
Okay,
That will
well.
still miss. You rolled a 2, a 3, and then another 2.
And also 2 1s on my d12s. Very cool. I'm gonna do it again. Natural 20 trip attack.
Well, that trip attack definitely critted, so that's gotta be some damage.
Let's go. Could be better, could be worse. And then 2d6 plus 9, so that's math is very difficult because that's going to be 34. Right?
Let's see. No, 32. 11 plus 9 is 20. Plus 12 is 20. 32.
32, yeah. 32 damage.
Yeah. The Wraith is almost in the winning condition after that strike.
Nice. I would love to use my secret ability, but I already used my bonus action, so that's going to be it for my turn. The chains just kind of around me.
Heard. With that, then it goes to Kalor. After watching Queen go down, what does he do?
Oh, hang on, I just muted myself instead of unmuting myself. Can I, with stunned stuff, can I shoot them and will it be advantage or no?
Yes, attacks against them have advantage. It does not require it to be within melee range.
I'm gonna shoot him. I'm gonna see if I have enough spell slots to shoot him holy style. Yes, I do. So I'm going to branding smite, and then shoot at Mormask there. Over. Advantage! Yay! Okay,
That'll certainly
I
hit.
tried, yeah. Turning less off, keep getting that. 9 plus the radiant. And then 2.
He's in the winning condition. After that shot.
Yippee! And then I'll shoot him one last time.
Okay. That'll connect.
Yippee! Nice. And
Wounded but not staggering yet.
I will free action side eye destiny.
Hurt.
Ooh.
No movement then for confirmation before going to the next wraith.
If I move out, would the wraith below me like have any?
Yes, you would have because
okay.
only that one is stunned.
No, advantage.
No advantage. He has advantage against him at the moment because he used the Martial Fury's ability.
Okay, cool. And anyways, one spell slot. I have a shit ton. Okay. I will Moon Power Room and then take an attack of opportunity.
Okay. It will take that battle axe attack targeting you. It will miss, however.
Okay. And then I'll just continue.
Heard.
Okay.
This wraith is going to attack at you, Lycan. It is going to go for its normal attack, and then it's going to go for a secondary attack using its bonus action, using Marshal's Fury, so I'll have advantage against it for its future attacks against it till the start of its next turn. First attack, second attack. Let's see. That will both horribly miss. Ending its turn as a result.
Pathetic.
The wraith here is going to use its action to go into an incorporeal state, as it will move to the corner of the room, looking as though it's going to prepare something.
As it leaves my range, I would like to do the thing.
It is in the ethereal realm for clarification.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
So let me mark that as such. I'll use a grenade for now. So he's visible in that kind of bluish light, but he is not physically present in the material plane at the time being. Ending his turn. Mormask have his turn. and it will go to the end of his turn. And Lycan, it is your go.
Is he released after my turn, or is he released on
End
my
of
turn? Oh, awesome.
Light him up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch him to July.
I'll hit. That'll hit, and the last attack will also connect. He is staggering.
Fuck it, I'll use my last key.
Okay. Try to reset it. Oh, you're going for additional attack, not a stagger, not another snake strike. Gotcha.
Oh, well, I've already rolled it now, I guess.
I thought you were gonna re-up the stunning strike, but you used it for the additional attack there.
Well, does that kill him? I guess that's metagaming. Alright, I'll just take the extra attack then.
Okay. That will sadly not kill him. He's close to death's door. He's now no longer stunned. That's the end of your turn.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to provoke from this fucker.
Okay, rude. That's gonna be 21 to hit. That is gonna turn to be a total of 10 damage to you.
Alright, and I'm going to move over here, so I'm away from that wraith with that arcane guy. And that's me.
Sounds good. So I'll go. Reaction is back. Marshal's Fury would go down, but he's just about to do it again, so it's gonna re-up it. Destiny coming at you.
No.
Those two attacks are both going to connect. That is going to turn out to be 10 down to 5. And then from the necrotic source, that will be 10, so that'll be 15 damage after reduction.
Okay.
And then that will be down to 4, 12 after reduction.
Okay.
Reducing the necrotic damage, taking the reducing the slashing damage, taking the necrotic damage as whole. And then let's see. That's a turn. Still noting its advantage against it because of martial fury usage. Then red reaction is back.
I'm gonna go Blade Song.
Okay.
Let's get that turned on. I was thinking this. I was stupidly thinking this fight might be trivial, but it's not. So, okay. And then I am going to. I'll smash this guy with a booming blade.
Okay.
And my advantage from barbs is gone, isn't it?
It should have lasted.
Does it last a minute?
Until, I believe it's a minute till you use your next D20 roll.
Alright, I'm gonna smash him.
I'll verify for you real quick. Yes, within 1 minute, the next D20 roll. So if it hasn't been used, you still can use it now.
Alright.
That hits.
And that should light the ruby for the second time.
Hmm?
And I see this guy wait to chuck something at me, so I'm gonna get to cover. So I'll go around Lycan to there.
Okay. That moving blade is upon him now. He is on death's door after that attack.
That's me.
Okay, Destiny.
Is this one still in the astral plane or whatever?
Yes, that is correct. Ethereal plane.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm going to step towards this guy. I'll take the attack of opportunity if it has it.
Yes, it does. So it shall. Misses.
Alright, I'm gonna Great Weapon Master this guy recklessly.
Okay.
Still with, yeah. Great Weapon.
That'll hit.
20. Hiya.
Okay. Let's see. As he will say, "The forge is nothing without me," slashing through him in half, fades away.
Why do the rogue never steal a joke?
Shit. Stepping down. And I'm going to swing at this guy.
Okay.
Sing to you. Da-da-da-da.
That'll hit.
Twang. 20 damage.
Heard.
And bonus action attack.
Okay.
Whoa.
That will not connect.
Well. Alright. Well, I already used his reaction, so I'm going to run down here. I'm going to dance in front of this guy a little bit before I step into the room.
Okay.
It's around the corner there.
Sure. And then, end of turn, Kalor. So here you go.
Okay, I'll go up and can I? Yeah, I'll shoot the ray thrower. This one down here.
Okay.
Not an advantage or anything.
It would be an advantage because it did use its martial fury.
This idiot doesn't know. Okay, I sort of missed it. Okay.
That'll hit.
And
It
then
is
shoot
wounded.
one more time. No, roll for again for crit. Sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, never mind. And I will just go back to my original position.
Okay.
And yippee!
So with that last shot, it is barely holding on. It's on death's door. That's a note. Right to the north. Gets turned back. It is going to head towards the duo on the wall and go for one attack at each of you, starting with Lycan first. Natural 20 on Lycan, a secondary attack on Red will miss. Let's see. That is... Red reaction responding or letting the crit go through on Lycan?
Lycan's my friend, so I will intercept it with a silvery barb.
Okay. Passing advantage 2.
I'll pass advantage to Lycan.
Okay. And let's see.
Like a nose.
Normal attack, saving him from 22 damage. He will still take a hit from the reroll, but luckily not a crit. It is going to come out to being 12 damage. As he nods, getting slashed from the side. Going to the wounded state.
Oh, my arcane protection.
With that ending its turn, Arcane Wraith at the start of its turn will reappear in the material plane. And it's going to go for its best bet and drop this here. Make sure this is visible. There you go. As you see, it will cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Oh, I have to see if I can do something about. No, I use my reaction. I can't.
You cannot.
That's a saving throw.
It is a Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed by the effect.
Need something to do.
Do not seem affected. As a note.
I need something better at these, DM.
Lycan, you do succeed. Therefore, you are safe. However, Red, that is not a success, and therefore, for the duration of the spell, you are charmed. You're incapacitated when charmed and have a speed of 0 in this state. Gonna move that off the field for now. That is still in effect. Now Marcus incapacitated. And then the Wraith is going to intentionally fly itself through an object, or keep itself within an object. No one's gonna take damage. It'll be pushed out at the start of his turn, but it is not as bad as being hit. And it's gonna go to Lycan. As you see the flash of lights and sparkles all around, you seem unfazed, but you see Red completely absorbed by it, unable to move.
Is there a way to like get him out of that, or do I have to? Does it have to just like ride?
Dispel or break the concentration of the creature.
I thought you could shake me out of it.
No, that's sleep.
Damn, can't I just like punch him, damage him?
No, sorry. No, it is a shake. Damage or shake from stupor. Sorry, I looked away for a second instead of reading that fully. It is shake from stupor, so it would be an action.
I will do that then. I will like grab him by the shoulders, snap out of it. It's an illusion. And give him a little tussle. Do I get advantage on that?
No, if you use your entire action, it does not require anything. You just succeed in doing so.
I think that in the hypnotic pattern, I think what I've seen is like the weave of leaving me. It just completely just like pulled me into a trance of distraction.
Wake up!
With that, anything else bonus action wise or movement wise, like it?
Can I dodge with that as a bonus action, or is that only rogues?
I believe with a key point you can, but not normally.
I don't have any key left, so that's me. Actually, no, that's me.
Okay, that Wraith Warrior is gonna go. It will go to find Destiny. Taking its 2 attacks at advantage from your Reckless. Hitting with both. The first attack is a normal hit. That is going to be for 10 damage. Let's see, after reduction. The second attack, however, is a crit. Yes, with a reduction on the slashing, full damage on the necrotic. And then Battle Axe that did crit is going to be 5 after reduction, but 20 after the crit from max damage on that side. So that is going to be 20. Yeah, so 25.
I'm getting low.
As this thing's barely holding on, it is doing everything it can to bring you down with it.
We might be long resting in this place.
See, as with that, Red, it is your go. You are no longer
Okay,
that
yeah.
stupor, so you are fully able to interact with the world again.
Okay,
Forgotten
I'm
power
gonna
disappears.
flank this guy.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit him with the short sword, but hopefully hit him with the flame.
Okay. You
Is that
do have
enough?
advantage as a note.
Oh, I do?
Yes, because he's using that Marshal's Fury to get that extra attack every turn.
Let me just roll d20.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay. But you do get the trigger for your weapon.
And flame.
Heard.
Then I'll hit him with 2 short sword attacks as a bonus action.
Okay.
Is it still advantage on this guy?
Yes, it's advantage for every attack against him.
Oh, no, it's not with accuracy, so I'll get another d20.
That is correct. You should.
No.
Still got the damage though. He is just about wounded, but a little bit outside of it. Now he'll go to wounded after that hit.
And last one. There we go. That's not what I... Bit late, but...
There's your crit.
Okay, we still got that arcane dude, so I'm gonna... I'll put myself back next to Lycan.
Okay. With that, it will go to Destiny.
Alright. I gotta finish this. Always reckless, baby. I'm gonna swing at this guy.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Very much
There you go.
overkill
Dice.
for the Death's Door Wraith. It'll disappear.
Get the fuck out of here! Is this guy gone?
He is temporarily gone. You would look and kind of see like he's faded into the wall. Currently, he's not able to be attacked at the current point, but he will get forced out momentarily.
Oops. Alright, I'm gonna move up to here. And I'm gonna do the same with this guy. I gotta finish him off.
Okay. 2 from gang up.
Put him down.
That'll hit.
And secret bonus effective sentinel. I do it again. Oh, never mind.
Great Webmaster, you mean? But that is lethal on that last attack.
I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
I'll gesture to the party as a bonus action to be like, he's in the walls.
Okay. Galore.
So go back in. I will hold my attack, and if that fucking on the walls comes in, I'll shoot it.
Okay, heard. And marked. With that, it's going to take some damage for ending its turn in that space. And then be forced out. Okay. As it gets forced out here, it will hover. As it goes to move, it gets shot first. As that reaction will go off being held. Cooler.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh,
I do not say blah 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 blah. That hits. Putting in the winning condition. It'll finish its movement. Moving to here. As it channels a bolt of lightning into its hands, hovering between similar to a Kamehameha, just to shoot a streak of 100 feet long, 5 foot wide blast of lightning energy.
Counterspell.
The way you said that.
You counterspell the lightning bolt.
There goes my third level spell slots, but fuck you.
Ending the Wraith's turn as it kind of looks there, confused. Lycan, it is your go. You see the Wraith kind of looking towards its hands, confused why that bolt didn't just annihilate you, or the party.
Before he has a chance to realize what's happened, Lycan runs up. He's in this doorway, right?
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
I can still hit him here.
Yes.
I'm gonna punch him.
Go for it.
With advantage, thanks to barbs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just that first attack. That hits. Solid.
And then a second attack at more.
Hits. Just not enough, he's on death's door.
One more bonus attack.
We got the whole party queued up after you.
Hits. And as it tries to comprehend why its spell didn't go off, you rapid strike it out of the material plane. Fades away. Dead for the ethereal. Ending combat.
Ooh, I'm glad I held on to that spell slot.
And Lycan uses his extra attack to slap Death Thing to 0 HP.
Sadly, no.
Then I use my action and bonus action to recklessly fucking kill you.
Alright, we won. We won.
I use my spell to wake Queen up. Weird.
Yep. You reattach Queen's head.
Wake the fuck up, samurai. We got a dungeon to burn.
Oh man.
Yep.
Okay. New party rule. Destiny. If you see a hat, you don't put it on.
But what if it's really cute?
I don't care.
Well, I care a little bit.
You asked me to do a task for you. I'm asking you to do a task for me. No hats. In fact, anything that you can attach to your outside extremities, you leave until we identify or detect.
You always say that.
Have you been feeling okay?
I don't know, do I look okay?
Slightly beaten up.
Well, perhaps I maybe identify you once we have a bit of a reprieve.
What's with the chains?
It's, no. Like earlier today, I was just like, kind of appearing and disappearing, these landing portals.
Kind of. You've been very different today.
I have been.
As you explain yourself as best as you can, you'll see through the doorway all the remaining hats and attires, you find one hat in your gaze, and you will notice the voice in your head say,
Why did the wizard refuse to lend his hat?
Why?
as you're mid-sentence interrupting yourself to ask why.
Because he didn't want to capitalize on someone else's magic.
How am I gonna laugh?
You tell me you've been acting very strange.
As she seems
I will
unable to
tell
finish her
you.
sentence, and then immediately goes into a joke instead.
Lycan will non-lethally slap Destiny. As he's kind of getting sick of this.
DM, I know I failed last time, but DM, Destiny continues to act unusual. Could I insight or arcana check that? See
I
if
would
she's under
say-
the effects?
At this point, there is enough noticeable unusual behavior to suggest that there is something going on with Destiny's behavior, because it is entirely odd for her. And as she was trying to explain herself at the same time, she couldn't even finish doing so before she got interrupted with laughter and then repeated a joke. You had the feeling that there's definitely something forcing her to tell jokes or telling her jokes that are not being heard to anyone else. You remember Destiny talking about it, can you see that? And you're like, no. So you do get the feeling that maybe something is there, attached to her in nature at this point, I would say.
Well, I'm going to use an item that you've given me, which is the Arcane Grimoire. Tells me that I can get a bonus to a knowledge check on dark spells or curses. So I might just reference the book and look at it, because she did grab that curse from that place.
So,
is there like an arcana check or something I could do?
yes, you'd do an arcana check with, I believe it's a 2 bonus.
It's actually, you only said +1.
A +1, okay, then +1. Let's see.
Oh, that's good. That's 25.
Perfect. So, with the 25, you would note that there was an item in its repertoire of knowledge that talks about a curse of jokes. And it seems to describe that there is a curse that can be done. It seems to elaborate itself as a bad pun in its explanation, stating that only those who have fathered a child can make this item. It has to be directed at someone who hasn't, or that someone that is a child at the time of the curse. The item itself can linger afterwards and change hosts as time passes, and it will routinely tell them a random assortment of jokes, usually punny in nature. It would be a description of dad jokes, it seems to allude to.
Any notes on how to remove it or dispel it?
She's gotta have a kid.
It will note that it is one of the removals. One of the removals is becoming a parent themselves, removing the effect but bestowing it upon the child.
Oh no!
Another is the spell remove curse and 10 convincing pun jokes upon casting of remove curse. If it is successful to the spirit that's inside doing the jokes, then it will leave the item.
So if I cast remove curse, I have to give it 10 jokes.
Yes.
Oh my god.
10 good jokes.
10 good jokes. And it will
Can't
leave.
even cringe ones.
No, can't be cringe jokes. It's gotta
Just
like
have a baby and then throw it down the river.
That's almost easier. That's it.
Red, take your pencil.
Now, there may be more, but this is what the item from this crafted instructions say that they're, to its knowledge, removable.
I think that 10 jokes point must be a joke.
Could be.
which is a truly diabolical.
I mean, if you think about it, the whole item is a joke. It might make its own removal a joke.
I think that's a fucking joke. Remove curse with jokes. I think they just said that. Just don't try to remove curse. What would stop them? Oh, they hate jokes, so they want to remove it. Just tell them to do more jokes to remove it, and they won't do it.
They could.
Well,
I don't buy that. I think
in my mind, if you don't tell the jokes, the imp will counterspell the spell.
But it's not real.
I can't see it.
Yeah, but I can.
Yeah, but the imp
They can probably see you.
I can't do anything. It's not real.
If you can't see me when I remove curse on you, then the imp doesn't have to show your. The imp can't see me.
It's not even a real imp, right? It's just you just see an imp.
It's just what Destiny sees.
It's just part of the curse. It's not like something that's actually existing.
Exactly. So I can't cast remove curse, but if I did that, I would blindfold Destiny and remove curse.
What, you think it sees through my eyes or something?
It doesn't see anything. It's not real. It's just what you see because of the curse.
Exactly. It's what you think you see. Witches aren't. Like
Destiny, I'm sorry, but perhaps motherhood is truly the only cure.
Can I search for non? Well, we're looking for the guy's skull, right? So let's grab. Let's grab the wizard's skull.
Okay.
Well, I can consider volunteers tribute.
Is it just like he's just bones? That's all that's left.
Correct. Yeah, bones. His actual original attire is gone. The only thing that seems to remain as noted is this scorched iron chest, and then the set of wardrobes in the back.
Scorched iron chest is where?
It would be technically this item should have been replaced with a iron chest.
And then the closet has been cleared. Ooh, my clothes are back.
It was intact. Correct. It was a wizardly attire. A good amount of it.
Okay. Is the chest locked?
Grab you. Yes, it is locked. The lock, however, is not damaged, so it is possible to break into.
We've no rogue to check for traps.
You do not. Also, speaking of all these curses, Destiny, you hear something about a warlock getting kicked. Why did the warlock get kicked out of his party? My voice is already waning in trying to do that one. So why did the warlock get kicked out of the party?
Why?
Because they kept putting a curse on the vibe. In light of
I'm
what
gonna
curse
tell
we're
the
talking
joke.
about. You do so. As you're ready, you look at the lock. Examining if it's better to break it or to pick it.
I have a better idea, but I'm waiting for a dumb joke. So I've got those shifting scrolls. I've got 3 of them to cast spells between levels 1 and 2.
That's correct.
So I will cast knock.
Sure. Pops right open.
Sweet.
Burn to scroll. As the scroll burns, the chest unlocks. You will see a collection of coin scattered about within, as well as 5, I'm gonna butcher this, but mileshites, gems, worth 10 gold pieces each. A wooden pipe adorned with a platinum filigree, seemingly worth some hefty coin, the gold variety. The coin itself you see in numerous amounts is over 1,000 copper pieces, 100 or so silver pieces, and 100 or so electrum pieces.
You put that in the thing. I think we'll just start shoveling that in the bag of holding.
Sure. So
And the only non-currency item is a pipe?
Correct.
Alright, I'll keep that to my side to identify. How's the party looking? Do we need to have a rest?
I will probably could do with a short rest at least.
I'm done with mine.
Well, no kidding.
Just running up blood.
I could do with long or short. I'm almost tapped on spell slots now.
Loot tracker has the items for you guys.
Thank you.
Did the beholder tell us to come get the skull? And I must have missed that.
Yes, so he
Yeah.
said to prove if he was right or if Red was right. If he would bring back more masks alive, that means the Spectre is right, because it's only been a few days. If he brings back a skull, then Red was right, because it's been much longer. Wow, much longer than that. And meaning that it most likely has already fulfilled its service.
Okay. Right, okay. I think I missed that. My Discord was playing up at the start of the session. So I guess we don't know if we're going into any big combat right away. But
I got the bugbears.
yeah, and there's those guys at the cave entrance. The only concern is that if we rest, then everything changes. They might progress forward.
Unless we go, the only one thing that might be a little bit safer is if we convince the beholder and we rest in there.
I think maybe the beholder will. Well, I don't know if he's free of service. Is he just going to like fade away to the wherever beholders come from?
Yes. Maybe
that's done now.
We could ask my favor to stick around for 8 more hours.
And we also need him to use the forge, right? Or is that an assumption?
Let's find out. I think if he disappears, then we even if we wait an hour, it could be 2. I don't know. What do you think? Just go back up there.
He'll still be there if we rest. My only concern is like the other parties might discover him, and then I don't know. He won't do anything for them, and I don't think they'll kill him.
Well, if we'll hear it though, won't we? So we'd be able to get up there.
I think we should just go talk to him and then see what happens.
Well, there's one thing we could do. So I could spend 10 minutes to bring my familiar back, and I could have the familiar up there watching the door, and then come back and warn us if anyone approaches him. And then if he does, we stop resting and head up. Otherwise, we could see if we can get away with a longer rest.
Does anyone have healing items?
Potions. We haven't short rested though, I don't think. We haven't short rested since we long rested, so we could short rest.
Do keep in mind that you do know that there are the spider's forces here. So anytime you do rest, it is also, as like it was noting, time you are giving them.
Let's go to the beholder.
Before we do that, I'm gonna spend one of my healing bandages on Destiny and the other one on myself. 2d6. And then that way, if something does happen, we won't. Hopefully, we won't get one shot, but you know.
Yeah, the only thing I could do is if we did a short rest, I get some arcane recovery. I get a third double slot back. But that's only if we short rest. I still got some
just close to the ball first and then see what happens.
And then do remember that if you decide to use any of your potions outside of combat, they're advised to get that maximum without rolling.
You know what? Like, if you guys are not short resting and we're just going for it, which I support, I will take a.
If we can short rest, I would really appreciate a short rest.
Well, let's say, where do you short rest? Do you want to short rest here or with the beholder?
Maybe in front of the beholder door, just in case, like, if something happens last second.
Yeah, but then we can get fireballed in there. Here we can shut the door.
Yeah, but we're waiting outside the door.
I think
No, it's not the beholder, it's the problem, it's the people, other people in the dungeon.
I think the beholder, like anti-magic, anything that would try and just cause havoc in the room while he's in there.
Exactly.
So I think we should go talk to him and see what happens. And then we'll potentially short rest after that.
It's only been a couple of minutes since we last spoke to the beholder.
Yeah, because even if he realizes that his service is up and then he doesn't have to be in the room anymore and he does whatever he wants, then we can just short rest while he goes and fucking does whatever he wants.
or I go up, because I speak his language, I could just go up alone and talk to him.
I think we should all go and then see what happens.
Let's if we're done here, I think we don't run out of time, and we will rest. I think we just see if we can use him to our advantage while we rest. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll start heading up. Yeah, Destiny, we will rest. It's just we're going to just see if the beholder can help us.
Okay, so I'll move you guys over to there.
Six knocks.
6 knocks do go off, and you will hear inside the muffled
6 knocks. I know it is you.
Respond
Is it
back
good to
muffled through the door.
It's good to see you, good friend. Are you hungry?
I do not want for things of food or water.
Very well. Just thought I'd be polite. I have an answer to our disagreement.
I feel that you are the one correct, by the deduction that Mormex is not with you in body. But I must see his skull.
There you are, friend. May I ask you one thing, though, before I show you? It is that if you deem this the completion of your contract, you don't immediately depart, so that we may use your knowledge before you head off to your own plane. Had it not been for us, you would have been stuck here for who knows how long.
I shall provide information on the rooms, items, and the brazier. Once that is fulfilled, I shall go home. If the skull is in your possession,
And
I will stay longer.
Perhaps if I purchased your services for another 8 hours?
$100 gold, and I will be at your service for 8 hours.
100 gold. We just collected that from the chest, right? Let's just check.
You have 160 silver. You do have 100 electrum, which could be traded up into gold.
We don't know what the gems are worth.
They're 10 gold pieces each. That was specified in the loot track.
Okay,
as well.
10 gold pieces each. So we have in coin 100 worth. Does everyone think that's worth it? To have a beholder protected rest?
You could always just not show the skull for 8 hours, but I guess that's a risk.
Then he tells us to leave then.
True. Yeah,
That's also quite rude, you know.
All right.
Sorry, we're good guys.
Good friend. I didn't catch you. I know he must have told us his name.
He doesn't remember it.
Oh yes. Well, let's call it Twinkle, because there's one in your eye. Here's 100 gold. My only request to you is to keep us safe while we rest, and you'll be free to return to your home plane once more.
You'll notice one of its eyes will begin focusing on the coin, and it'll begin floating to it. And then it looks kind of unpleasant, but there's almost kind of like this flesh sack on its side that the coin kind of falls into. It looks like a pouch in its body, and it kind of closes in on itself.
Gross.
Well, maybe you could spend some time with us while you're protecting us to explain how this all works.
The head.
Yes, of course, sorry. And I'll present the head.
You'll notice he takes one of his eyes, extending it very elongated from its body to look over the skull, and says,
Yes. It is Mormix. I must truly recuperate once back home, it seems. Very well.
as you will kind of now can begin to take your long rest, he will note,
this is the chamber in which the items of old were enchanted. The brazier you see is the source of the magic from this cavern itself. A way of harvesting the magic within the air was discovered by the dwarves. The gnomes were able to tweak its ability so that it would not drain the living. However, it could be infused from things that possessed magic contained within it, such as gems and things to the like. However, it is not as strong as it used to be. It will not be able to produce what once has. Maybe even only temporarily it could provide such a benefit. Any more strain upon it could be disastrous.
What would it take to recharge it?
That is not known to my knowledge. I don't believe the dwarves or gnomes had such a solution either. Since so much time has passed, I believe they fought to the death to try to keep it protected, knowing that upon its damage condition, it would not be able to be restored so easily, or if at all.
What sort of magic items could it produce? Or magic at all could it produce at its height of its power?
he will note on the southeast corner of the on a work table in the room, you'll see a mace and a breastplate. It will say,
"This weapon was once renowned as the Lightbringer. It was made for a cleric of Lythander, the god of dawn."
You'll notice the head of the mace now revealed to be shaped as a sunburst and is made of solid brass. The mace now glows as bright as a torch, seemingly illuminated by the energy enforced by the spectator. He will look towards the other item and say,
"The breastplate has the golden dragon motif worked into its design. It was created for a human hero of old Neverwinter known as Targon. It is vital against the breath of dragons. These items, once legendary, vault are now nothing more than trinkets. Anything created by the Brazier is bound by the Brazier. On its destruction or removal, so too shall the magic fade.
So, if my getting this right, the magic that powered the creation items no longer works, and all we can do is create something much lesser with what remains. And the items you presented to us, they have been weakened as well over time.
Yes, these were once immensely powerful artifacts. Now nothing more than mundane magic items.
I'll look to the group, and I'll say, would it be able to produce an item to break a curse, such as something that would compel a god to watch over somebody, like looking into destiny, something that can protect someone from a destiny that they don't want to have come true.
You may be muted, DM.
Sorry, repeat.
So I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. I'm experimenting with it, but I'm not going to do this without the party's consent. Well, this forge seems to be tapped on power.
Correct.
And it can produce items.
To temporary effect, unless you try to extend its current potential to beyond what it once was, which it notes is possible but extremely dangerous.
We have the limited wish of the people of Conberry. So we have
be something to restore, as this item, as described by the spectator, is funneling magic from living things and from the metals of the earth in order to channel it. So something that's a life force. It was designed not to steal life from living creatures, but that means that it could work.
The life is already stolen, though.
Mm-hmm. No,
so we're not stealing your life.
The Brazier, itself, but you could give it still the energy.
So we could give it the energy to produce something that could
correct
solve somebody's problems. Destiny. I pledged to you, and I promised that the spell forge would produce an answer for you. I did not say that knowing what it did, but I hoped it would do something. The people of Conberry gave their lives. I hope to have them raise the people of Fenland, but I don't trust the magic to be sound enough to do that humanely. Like he was able to convince me of that. Would you like to use this power to give you protection against your demons?
Now hang on a second.
Yes.
Destiny's problem is difficult, but I don't know if we should be putting her problem above everyone else's. My vision was of the demon creatures that have infected the Kragmars, and we have fought on our journey here. Perhaps we should prioritize on a weapon to defeat them, as it seems they were the ones who killed the people of Conberry in the first place.
I think Lincoln is correct. For my condition is already under control. For now. And for the foreseeable future.
Now good beholderkin would the item become what do you think? Would that power just one item, or would that sustain the forge for maybe a small period of time?
He'll look over the tome if you allow him to investigate it.
Yeah, well, we're good friends now.
He will say,
the tome could probably produce one item of greater importance, or several minor items.
How minor are we
Before
talking?
weaken once again. Sharpened blades able to cut through even the spectral forms as minor effects. Maybe
Could it empower
several major spell infusions, items, things of that note.
Could it empower existing magical items?
It is not meant to unbind, it is meant to bind new to new. It can only be done upon items not yet touched fully by the weave.
I see. What do we think? Shall we use the book to power an item? We just need to decide what it does and its purpose.
So it seems like the decision is a single item, and then what do we do with the single item? Do we use it to help Destiny, or do we use it to help whatever the enemy is? We don't really know too much about them, other than the Lady of Flowers stuff and the demons. Could be connected to Destiny's god.
I promised Destiny the Forge would help. This is the chance to help.
Well, getting to the forge helped, if that matters at all. This is out of game talking. So I think that doing something for me, while I and Destiny appreciate the sentiment, there's no need to haste on mine at the moment, because, you know, I am currently kind of under the protection of Varangol, so I don't need to worry too much.
We're restoring life, though. 5 years.
Restore what?
Your life. The 5 years. That's what Red pledged to you like weeks ago to restore your life.
But the alternative is that we know that there are demons infecting goblins, and there's a huge army working its way towards the Sword Coast, so we definitely might not have 5 years anyway.
No, that's fair.
Well, with 5 years.
I'm only asking Destiny because I pledged to do this for you, and as you tell me it's okay, we don't have to now, but I'm telling you, Red has got this far, and he's saying, I will fulfill the promise if you like.
while you guys discuss, let's also take our 10 here, come back on the hour.
Okay.
So we'll be right back.
I'm just like making sure we know what the options are. I'm not really. I'm not really for any particular decision. I'm
just trying to RP a conclusion to a plot thread that I carried since I met Destiny, where when Destiny thought her life was over and was looking for friends, said, also promise me that you'll kill me if I get taken over. And I said, we're looking for the Forge of Spells. I hope. I almost like fake promise you, like I'm sure it will help you. It will restore your life. And we're here, and it possibly can. So that's why I ask you again. Is this what you want?
Yeah. I would refuse, because on the way to here, I have been helped. So it's not that here helped. It's
That's fine. That's cool. I just wanted to resolve that bit of RP with Destiny. Hey, I got you to the forge, so we can fix it. But if you don't if you can wait, then it'll wait. What do we want to create then?
I'm going to need a little more clarity on how it works. I guess we don't technically know the specifics, but you take a normal weapon, and then it'll make that
Or a necklace or anything.
Yeah. And then it'll make it super magical.
Unless we make something that just protects Phandalin, the fort.
Well, going back to Lycan's motivation for whatever it is he's trying to prevent what he saw in the vision from happening, which is a bit bigger than Phandalin. So it's like Phandalin gone, Waterdeep gone, Neverwinter gone, all the party members dead. So he's trying to do everything he can to prevent that vision from coming through.
Lycan, what item should we create?
So that just comes back to me not understanding how it works.
You create an item. It does an effect.
So what does it do exactly? Does it reveal the demons from there?
Tell me what you want something to do, and then we'll work back from there.
I don't actually know the specifics because I don't know what the rules are.
No.
Exactly.
Forget the rules.
Like,
What would you want something to
you
do?
want an item to do.
It's a limited
Like,
wish spell.
Yeah, you could say, like, I want an item that will give me a cheeseburger every time I do a handstand.
Do I have to work for it?
It's a wish spell. It's a limited wish spell powered by a forge. So it might almost work like a wish spell.
I thought okay, hang on. Let me just clear up some things. I thought the wish spell is what we're using to get the forge to work at its proper capacity because it's at medium
the forge requires energy. We're using the energy from the book, which has the power to power wish spell, to power the forge. So we're taking arcane energy, like magical energy, and putting it in a crucible to amplify it through the forge to create something powerful.
Right. So the wish spell means we can make anything.
No, forget the wish spell. We're using the power of the book so the book could.
Yeah, it's just powering the forge, right? And then we can use the forge as it was intended for one item or a few little items.
That's right. So what would you want the item to do? Don't worry about how it works. What would you want an item to do? Or we each get an item ourselves between 4 that has a not super properties, but has other properties.
Cards on the table, I think we should push it all into one big item.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I think that's probably kind of best, but we need to decide on what we want the big item to do is the problem.
Right. I just a little
I'm throwing it back to you. So I'm throwing it back to Lycan. Lycan's had the vision. So I'm asking you again, what item would best counter the vision?
Yeah, but I don't know what that means. Obviously, are we thinking like a weapon or something like a...
No. Stop. Remove yourself from those constraints. Use your imagination. What thing that
do we just have something like a button that deletes demons? Is that what you're talking about? Because I feel
what would you want the force to create, which would best counter what you've seen in your visions?
I don't really understand what you mean by that. Because what I've seen is just a potential future. Do you want me to invent something that prevents people from having their heads ripped off? Is that what you mean? I can't really answer that question. It's I don't see the cause of why it happened. I just see that it happens unless we have something to stop it.
I think we should divide it in 4 then.
But I feel like then it's just 4 lesser.
If you can't articulate what the one thing would be that would prevent your vision.
But I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't know how to fight what we're fighting. But if we have something that is a bigger deal that can...
Demons, an item that can banish demons. or an item that can banish demons as some action, or
Yeah, but I don't understand the scale of what we're working with. Are we making an infinity gauntlet? Are we making Thor's hammer? Is it or are we making Captain America's shield? Is it it's a little different level of scale of how OP the thing is going to be. I think if we can make something infinity gauntlet level, then we should do that.
I think we're making a wish list right now. So, Infinity Gauntlet, if that's not possible, then what's the next thing?
Like a bunch of Thor hammers for each of us. Like that level of power, not literally Thor hammers.
Kind of like the items that we had in when we were in the saga, we got really good items. What about one of those for each of us?
I guess. I'm thinking more powerful than that though. But I don't know how. Again, I'm not sure how the scale works.
Okay. Do we know who the leader is of this? We know about the Black Spider. Was he the leader of the Visions?
King Cragmore is the leader of the goblins, but the goblins might not even be aware that some of them have been replaced by demons or whatever. Red Brands seem to be aware, so we can assume that they are aware. The demons seem like a higher entity that is just as bad, because some of the goblins are good guys anyway, but they've also been taken over by demons. But they also seem to be okay with that, because the Red Brands were also aware of their demons being on their side, even if they didn't certainly agree with them. So King Cragmore is the leader of the goblins, and I think it's safe to assume that he's probably a demon as well, or a servant to a higher demon.
So how about? I mean, an OP item I could think of is an amulet which creates an aura which destroys demons. Which severely weakens them, that we can carry with us.
Yeah, that could work.
We're not going to go crazy, right? I carry a necklace that just kills all demons on the planet. It's going to be an item contained within it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it would be or even something that just reveals them from the forms that they're in.
Yeah, so it would be a gem of true seeing. So whoever holds the gem can create an aura of reveals truth around them, so no one can be visible or disguised around the party.
I'm gonna go pee real quick. Be right back.
Everyone's going to be BRB.
I'm here.
What do you think? Gem of true seeing?
Would be nice.
What about Paladin's aura gives what about an item that creates a Paladin's aura?
You get a disadvantage for infernal stuff, right?
Well, it gives bonuses to our saving throws. We are really bad as a party at certain mental saving throws. Instead of thinking what is really offensive against demons, it might be better to think how we can defend ourselves.
I hate fucking sorry. I've been out of it recently.
Alright, I got an idea. DM, are you there?
I was just about to say, I realized I muted myself.
What about if we invest into an item of something that would defend us against demons or like fiends to the best of its ability. So, for example, like we are, and this would be like a roll on your side, like how much it could defense against saving throws you have to make an AC, and be able to reveal them if they're hidden from us, and like they can't be visible to us. Or it's like as much as the power of the book would allow us to create that kind of defensive buff for the party against that kind of enemy. Conberry was killed by demons, so let's create an item from the remnants of Conberry to avenge their deaths.
That is the potential option that you could do. They can defend. You create as offensive, as defensive, as utility as you want it to. Within theory, at the very least. Implementation, you'll see as it gets underway.
Okay. That's my vote. What is it?
I'm back.
Okay, here's my proposal. We create an item of defense, like a necklace that one of us can wear, like an aura or something like that, or maybe like an orb that follows us, but that seems too OP. That's like a freaking familiar. But an item of defense. So the people of Conberry were killed by demons and fiends. So we have an item that defends against fiends and demons. So like bonuses to saving throws, bonuses to AC. They can't be invisible to our eyes. They can't hide from us. Kind of like that kind of effect, and we use the power of the book to see how much of a defensive item we can create against demons. Fiends, sorry, not just demons. That makes sense?
I thought you were going to list off the other options.
Well, no, that's my vote, because I think that if let's create a powerful item that serves the whole party, rather than like someone's got a really good sword.
Yeah, but you're looking at it like through the mechanic lens. I guess that's I'm fine with that, but I can't really. Items don't really mean anything to me. So I don't really look at it through the mechanic lens. I'm just assuming whatever we're getting is going to be super helpful to fighting whatever we are. I don't know what it is or what it does. I just assume it'll be very helpful. So
yeah. So let's just say what it does. It defends against demons.
Okay. Is there any other options? Any other thoughts people have? Caloy, you're a builder. Got any opinions?
Head empty, can't think.
Tinkerer, don't have any tinker ideas?
Tinkering, does it tink at the tinking moment?
No. I'm just thinking out of this possibility, sorry.
Claw's like, why don't we just build a gun? Honestly, not a gun.
Maybe with 3 railgun that kills the nemesis, just...
Proceeds to make Doom.
BFG.
Build a power armor.
Giant. Do we know if it's like just demons that we're going to be going up against?
Well,
Because if you do something that protects against demons, then that's fine for the demons, but then all the goblins are just going to be like...
Well, I'm going off Lycan's vision of fiends, and fiends were what killed Conberry, and fiends were what killed Phandalin.
You might also get better potency by focusing on a certain thing versus applying it to a general effect as well.
Yeah, so I think as far as we are aware, demons are like the final boss, or like the final like enemy type that we will face, unless we go do something after that. But yeah.
And we do know by looking at the items in the corner that this item doesn't last forever.
True. So it's good to make something for that. And then goblins, we can just find other ways to deal with that. We can just make an army.
If the BBEG is a fiend, let's make a freaking fiend shield that's going to last for who knows how long, but it will last us.
And for the goblins, Kalor can just make a gun. An anti-goblin gun.
For goblins, like taking fireball.
Gun.
I find a racism gun. With unedited bullets.
Should we just start making this item?
Well, as long as we agree that we want an anti-demon thing. Is it a necklace?
Yeah.
Should it be like an actual weapon, or should it just be like a thing that we have on a person?
We all have weapons, so let's get a ring or a necklace.
I'm currently wearing a necklace, but I'll take a ring because I don't have any other weapons.
It was his true name. Let's do Lord of the Rings style and make a ring.
The Ring of Nerdim.
No gleam. What?
No demons. The Ring of Nerdim. I'm not married to that name.
How about the Ring of Connery?
Yes.
It is a memory of them, but it doesn't sound cool.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so cool. The Connery is sufficient.
The singular ring.
It's a little derivative.
Alright, so Red speaks aberration, whatever.
Deep speech.
Deep speech, yeah, just he'll... Well, he's probably going to understand this, but yeah, it'll be the Ring of Connery. I'm going to lead that one.
Okay.
Sucks. It makes sense, but it sucks. It sounds lame.
Don't wear it then.
It's going to be playing all the time.
Oh my god, he's making a ring. He's going to propose to me.
Maybe they shouldn't have died.
Okay. So, do you hand him a ring from your possessions?
Shit, we don't have any rings. Not really a ring.
Is there anything around the shop here? We didn't actually search this room yet.
There's a few assortments of shields and small jewelry. I would imagine there's a ring. It's amongst its collection. As I know, they were at the time they were imbuing anything. As noted, books, shields, anything that they could imbue. They were doing it at the time in their studies. So, small assortment of miscellaneous items. Only the two that were magical, as it had pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
But sure. We'll grab a ring. It will inform you. This will take time. The more energy the item takes, the greater the time.
How much time?
For an item such as this, 8 hours of focus.
For you or for one of us?
Any creature willing to attempt it. I would be more successful than others, but it can't be done by another. Though I don't believe you'll have 8 hours uninterrupted after this.
As noted, he'll seem to refer to, I say some time has passed during your recovery, as you're discussing this. But he alludes to you won't have time after this long rest to focus because he seems to be alerting to something.
Great.
Okay. So he's going to do the work, we're going to rest, and then we're going to get into something.
He could start the work now. I would say if he did it, it'd still take an hour after you rest in terms of time. But he's saying you probably won't have time otherwise, even if he does it by himself for an hour, because there's something on the way. He senses it now.
So something's going to interrupt us.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get the short rest in at least?
You'll be able to get a whole long rest in, but as noted, it'll take him an extra hour on top of that long rest if he's the one doing it. If one of the party members is doing it, you're gonna have to finish this long rest and then spend another 8 hours to successfully do it.
Or it means that we long rest and then we defend them for an hour.
Correct.
I think we can do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I don't see any benefit to making us do it another 8 hours.
Okay, let him do it, and then
With the same amount of risk.
we gotta hold the place down for an hour.
Now,
Can we get Automation Queen to start fortifying the doors?
possibility. He will also, what he alluded to, he will explain.
Those that are within will recognize the forge being active. Once I begin, they will probably take motion and action.
So we don't even get the long rest.
Potentially, you might not get a long rest if you try to do it now, if they get interrupted in time. So that is the gamble there. If you wait the whole 8 hours, then you do guarantee a long rest, but it'll take you more time afterwards to get it done. And you would have to do it because he agreed that he would leave more or less right after. But if you get him, convince him to do it now, then he would leave an hour. We could stay the extra hour to finish. But at any time, it's probably going to be disturbed by the spider.
I can fix this. I can fix this. What's up here lead to?
He will note
A
Slide to the
destroyed
other side.
workshop. Nothing will
Okay,
remain.
May I open it?
You'll notice he'll motion one of his eyes, and you'll hear it unlock.
Okay. And inside is what, DM?
Scattered bits of tables, chairs. It look to be a portion of the workshop here, but nothing of value remains within it. Scattered ash and pieces of shred wood.
I have 2 spells left, people, from this scroll. This seems like an important thing. So, I will...
Note one thing. When this room is activated, the use of magic is considered wild in nature. Do not rely upon it to do its normal actions or work at all, as all of the energy of the weave will be absorbed into the brazier.
Even active spells?
Yes, they may be disturbed. A firebolt might turn into a lightning bolt. Things of that nature.
Is that why I'm no longer a spell? My potentially was been absorbed into this forge.
It is
He's saying once it's active. He's saying once he turns it on, you won't be able to use your spells.
Both can be correct for clarification, because the brazier was intended to not affect humans or living creatures. So if you were a spell, it could be absorbing the spell-like properties of you being a spell, leaving you more so human currently. So that could be the brazier currently doing that to you. But secondly, as it's noting, the more active thing is that wild magic surges are most likely going to happen if the spell succeeds in casting at the moment. So the spell is, it said a firebolt can turn into a lightning bolt. It's completely going to be chaotic, as the weave will not properly understand any instructions it's given, as a lot of it will be absorbed into the brazier upon crafting. So it's not entirely the anti-magic field in this absorption, but it's very detrimental to magic, so this wouldn't be a defensible point for arcane casters, nor can the enemy really take advantage of magic to get.
Well, DM, what if I use my final 2 scrolls to cast Arcane Lock on those 2 doors?
It would certainly work unaffected by the brazier to the north section up here for this door. Clarification. This one, it may warp due to the brazier's proximity, if not just destroyed or removed by another spell slot from the outside, if possible. If not, the lock may work, but again, it could be warped.
Let's risk it. I will burn those 2 scrolls to cast Arcane Lock on both those doors.
Okay.
Do we know if like once the brazier is active, is that going to mess with Red as well? And like because he's technically a spell, is that going to like is he going to disappear or turn into like this?
It certainly could. Another question might be in terms of giving you guys possibilities. It may be better to deal with the threat before crafting the item.
Oh, with the rat. Oh, I see what you're trying to say.
Because they don't know currently that you have access to the forge. They don't know you have the ability to prepare such an item.
Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm going to do using those scrolls.
Yeah, but you can still do what you're doing. That works perfectly fine. It's just, do keep in mind, you do have currently the element of surprise that the spectator is noting you will lose as soon as he activates this.
But if we rest, then he'll still defend us, but then he's leaving.
Yes, so you would have to do it at another time for 8
hours.
Successfully.
And can we be an active party member while we're focusing on it, or would we not be able to do anything?
Your attention would be focused on that. So so most likely, you would have to clear the threat. Otherwise, whoever is there is going to be more so focused on doing that for that entire time. It will absorb your entire concentration.
And do we know if once we took care of the threat in the forge, using the forge, would that alert anyone outside of the forge, or I guess we don't know that?
That would be unknown, yeah. That'd be hard to tell.
Yeah, no way of doing that.
You know inside of the cave itself, however, anything is going to be alerted to the forge activating and being used for its duration.
Alright.
I think we need a long rest. Yeah, I don't think we risk it. I think we have to take a long rest.
I'll undo using those scrolls, and I say we just long rest, and then we'll sort this out ourselves.
Okay. Yeah, I just didn't want to make sure that was a known option instead of potentially backfiring on you.
Yeah, because I like the arcane locks, and I like our abilities, but I feel like we would probably get overwhelmed.
DM, can I use the time to identify the statue and the cloak I'm carrying?
Yes.
And the battle axe handle, actually. So that's 30 minutes of work.
Let's see. Go here. Dogs. 1 sec. You'll be able to apply your long rest features as a note while we're going through.
Oh, thank God.
And also, if there's anything in the workshop to do in that hour as well, if there's any 3 random items.
There's the 2 magical items that were in there that he talked about.
The mace and the armor, yeah.
Remind me for those 2 items, the items you're identifying. The statue was from
the chest, the figurine. Sorry.
Figurine, okay.
The one that we just got from the wizard.
Gotcha, okay. and then the other item.
The
you
cloak.
wanted to- Cloak.
The cloak was from Mortimer's cousin's body,
Oh, okay.
and
got
the
it.
rusty battle axe handle was found under one of the beds somewhere else in the dungeon.
Okay. Yep. We're gonna update it here then. Search.
Who do you think we should let do the thing?
I think what to create the item.
Yeah.
I think a combination of the artificer and the wizard would be a good pick.
Can we do it in routines, or does it have to be one person full 8 hours?
Should really like work together.
So cloak, figurine, and then you are gonna identify the other 2 items that were mentioned by the spectator.
And the axe handle if it was somehow magical.
But I was also thinking, like, whoever's not on the thing has to do the protection of the guy who's on the thing.
True. Maybe it's best that Claude does it as an artificer, because they specialize in create items.
True. I was thinking maybe I could do it, because I think I'm the least effective abilities-wise.
Yeah, but you don't have no magical abilities. It's a spell forge, so you need like high arcana and have spell slots.
I thought it didn't matter as long as because
As long as you see the Arcana check, anyone is capable of doing it. It's
Right, so I've got
easier
proficiency in
to-
Arcana.
right, okay.
As noticed, it's 8 successful hours, not just 8 hours for clarification.
Yeah, I've got +7 in Arcana.
Me too, bitch.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, so the lingering effects from Lightbringer is that it has a light spell attached to it, and 1d6 radiant damage against undead when striking them. The Breastplate of Tarragon, its lingering effect is still grants advantage on saving throws against dragon breath weapons. The handle axe that you have seemed to link to an axe of Durada. It appeared to have once been a part of a full magical item designed to slay giants. But it's kind of only partial information because you get for only having the handle. Shield of the figurine of protection is a proficiency bonus Shield of Faith spell without concentration. However, it only lasts for 1 minute instead of 10 minutes. And the item that you found upon the dwarf is a cloak of protection.
Okay. I will. Who wants cloak of protection? Because I already have one.
What's that do again?
+1 AC, +1 to all saves.
Yeah. I'd say one of the front liners should take it.
Gotta fix it over here.
How many attunement slots does a person get?
3.
Yep.
Question Artificer.
Don't forget to fix your hit points destiny and color.
I mean, I'll take it unless Destiny wants it.
Okay.
You're a present destiny, we can't hear you. They might have stepped away.
You still have the. Sorry, DM. You've got all that in the loot tracker, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's in loot tracker.
Access to Lightbringer. Breastplate. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Well, I think then we have been here 8 hours, so things will have changed. So maybe we should go out and see what gives and kick these goblins out of here.
So I'm taking the cloak then, I guess.
Yeah, you can attune with it over your long rest. Do you want it too much to also get my familiar back, or is that too much activity?
I believe you would expended your normal time to identify those items. Because yeah, it's only 2 hours with the leisure activity during your rest.
Well, the 10 minutes per item, and then the.
So then, yeah, if it's an hour, you should have just enough time.
Okay.
There's like not even if it was more than 6, you would be short. But it was not.
I'm running out of herbs unless there's some spare light around in here. Actually, that's the point. This is off Spellforge. Is there like components or like ink or anything like that to grab?
In this portion, the workshop seemed to more have items such as mundane books, shields, things of that nature, small daggers. It didn't seem to have inks and things like that. Yeah,
All right.
More of the crafting portion. That's where I think
Gotcha.
But let's see.
And after the long rest, can I infuse a cloak? Replicate magic item?
Yep, you could.
Yep. Just make a cloak of one kind.
Okay, cloak of a hat. Heard. Certainly could do so.
Yep.
And then with that, you're able to move out. Let's see. Zoom out a little bit here. It's working perfect. Okay. So.
I think that was my last use of herbs.
Believe you have run out, so that's alright.
Dang. Alright, so let's go hunt down some goblins.
And with that, as noted, you will be handling the busier no time. The spectator will motion for its leave to go back to its plane now that it's fulfilled its original agreement and also the one it had with you.
Alright, wave it goodbye.
It will very awkwardly like shake its eyes, not shaking no, but it's kind of like a no-like wave, and then it disappears, getting back to its reality. There's now no longer a keeper for the forge. And with that, you open the door.
Mm-hmm.
As the door opens, you will hear in the distance the sound of speaking, goblinoid. Not immediately outside, but further within to the north, where you originally had came in from. Do you activate your helm?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You'll pick up a portion of the conversation as it took a second to activate that helm. You'll note the ending portion of it says,
I told you something fell off.
you'll hear another one say,
Well, I still heard it cackling.
seems like they have finally gotten interested enough to investigate that last confrontation that you had. And they now realize the undead are not where they used to be.
We get the jump on them.
You certainly try.
Quinn, are you like asleep, bro? Am I hearing you breathing, or is that the music?
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, breathing.
Is that couldn't sleep? Let's see.
Quinn!
Could be why they're quiet. Oh, jeez. this.
We don't have any like loud, sudden noises. I wanted to use to try and wake them up.
Yeah, and sadly you can't change the. I mean, I can pause.
I don't know, get this on accuracy of one of.
Let's see. I'm assuming they were Hyena and the Watch together. I could turn up the volume on the Watch together. For
Oh, no, I'm
oh, no,
Hyena.
no, you're right. Okay. Well, actually, no, I can't control their volume, so never mind. I was gonna say I could turn up the volume on there, but it only affects me. That might be why they haven't been speaking.
And they're like the earliest time zone.
Busy day at work.
Could be why.
Well, let's see if they catch us up.
Okay. I have about.
Can you take this anvil off my token, please?
Yeah, that is actually a mounted machine gun. But I'll
What?
it's a little
Nice.
logo on the
I've heard
token.
Shooting. Okay, Destiny, whenever you're ready, we're gonna go kill some goblins. Catch up with us.
This is just taking the extended long rest.
She really needs it.
Let's stealth. Like, yeah, we're going stealthy.
Stealth checks then. I'll update this. Quick. Let's see. Long rest. There we are. Okay.
Hey,
Is everyone group
stealth.
stealthing? Okay. I'll do Destiny stealth as well for the group.
And then steal defender.
There's Lycan with a hard carry currently. Destiny didn't do too bad.
It's not like me, I usually suck at this.
Yeah. Red's a bit too
Be glad that
eager,
I was
it
hurt.
seems, to take down the bugbears.
Yeah. Be glad that our cleric's not here anymore. Just one absolutely worse itself.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. It doesn't look like these are that greatly perceptive at this current distance, with that average of maybe liking kind of keeping Red in check with his footsteps, kind of help restabilize his stealth approach. You'll be able to move up to the hallway here without being detected, before having to attempt another stealth if that's what you'd like to do. But you can get a better layout from there, the area. You'll be able to see, move everyone up a little bit over here. Oh, there we are. You'll be able to notice the bugbears. The about 8.5 feet tall creatures, orbed in appearance, and you will also notice beyond them is one creature just kind of faintly visible due to the large mechanism here, but it looks to be a hobgoblin. It's cloaked in a shadowy like mist. It's wearing a long purple cloak, some shield guards, a mixture of leather and metal armor. And it is wielding a has a row of darts on its chest. And it does seem as though it holds a blade that kind of fades in and out of its hand. Doesn't seem like it's fully there.
And I can see it?
Yes, from here. You faintly kind of see some of its appearance.
Okay, and it's great. I have an idea. I think I see their leader. What if I teleport him to us and we'll just gang up on him?
And pray the others are not fireball, or...
Well, we'll have their leader.
Captain at least. Very well.
DM, I am going to attempt vortex warp on the leader and bring him between Automation Queen and Lycan and Kalor.
Okay.
Actually, if we're agreeing to that, can I just, go back here?
Sure, yeah. You
And
step back.
put Destiny where Kalor was.
Okay, so here.
Yeah.
Let me reposition you. There we go.
And let me just check the components on that, how quiet that spell is.
It is a vocal, so
Yeah.
it will get them over. It'll get it over if it succeeds. It will get the creature over to your location, but you will also reveal your location. So it won't be completely unknown to the bugbears where he went to. But at the very least, you'll have him on that side if he succeeds. Or if he fails, for that clarification. But is that what you'd like to attempt? With that
I think so. Let's grab the leader.
Okay. That is a Constitution save. Got it. And what is your DC again? Because it's showing 0 on the spell card.
15.
As you call for Vortex Warp into being, you'll notice the magic twist around the creature as it tries to pull it into your space, or the space you designated. It seems unsuccessful, as the creature did succeed against the Vortex Warp, though as you vocally announce the casting of the spell, the bugbears will look over immediately towards the hallway, beginning to call out, "Over there, something," and they will begin to kind of pull out their weapons if they haven't already. begin looking towards that direction. You could initiate combat, you could try to stealth out at this point, but they do definitely know there is someone speaking over here. That spell was unsuccessful.
What do people want to do?
Well, is it better or worse for us to fight them in this hallway? I mean, that guy with the sword looks like he might have range abilities, and we don't want to get trapped behind bugbears, I guess. So maybe we push forward. You can always try again.
I think we just get into cover and then try to ambush them. So I'll probably like move to there and try stealth.
Having everyone try to back up and stealth the process.
Well, like they might investigate. We haven't revealed ourselves, but we definitely.
They've
It's a dungeon,
heard
right?
someone call out a spell, and then they haven't seen them yet, so at the very least they know there is a living creature that is a spellcaster that's in the area, but they don't know how many. It's just that one. Quite yet. I'll roll Destiny's stealth check.
That works.
Oh, that's acrobatics from Destiny. 1 second. It's a good acrobatics though, but not the intended roll. Ah, there you go. That's Butch.
Destiny does a flip and it makes a lot of noise.
Yep. That must have been how it played out. Let's see. So we got 5, 19. Still need the other stealths. That's a note.
Oh, sorry. Rolling again? Alright.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, because that last stealth was broken when you had activated the spell, so let's do a group roll.
Hang on. Sorry. Let's do a defender, please.
Well, not too great. That doesn't look right. 5. There we go. So, with that in mind, it does seem as though the creatures don't point out your position immediately. You might just manage to evade their line of sight, causing them to have to investigate. As you'll hear the bugbears starting to regroup before doing so. Getting to a form of formation. As they begin to try traversing the hallway, you'll hear them kind of shifting around. You'll hear Red through your helm. They'll say, "Alright, everyone good. Okay. Sneak up on." And they begin to attempt to stealth, but there is only one passage. So once they come in line of sight, they will be within line of sight.
Can I hold an action
Sure.
that when I see them, I want to cast Moonbeam on this entrance?
Sure. Now just keep in mind, you might have to set a condition. You might have to. It would be a response. Because the only reason you have to be careful of doing that is that if you hold a spell that's a leveled spell, and it doesn't trigger within the 6 seconds of you holding it, you do lose that spell slot. So I would say as soon as you hear them, you cast the spell, because as soon as you see each other, that's when they'll be able to trigger combat. As long as you hear them get close enough, you could then use the reaction just to drop it here.
Fuck. So if I do that, that makes the stealth pointless. Okay,
It only
I won't do
reveals
it.
them
I
when
won't
there's
do it.
one caster. Okay,
Nah, because I can just do it on my turn anyway.
sure. Okay. Get to here in the hallway. Now, for clarification, what is the response you guys are holding for until they get to a certain point in terms of triggering into combat or held actions, things of that nature?
Yeah, I wish I had some abilities for that. So I think if I see light can drop a moonbeam on them, I will probably pop Blade Song and then move into attack. I mean, I could drop, I could burn another big scroll, but I don't want to keep doing that.
As noted, Lycan, I believe he's got to hold off on the moonbeam for now.
Because if I did that, it would give away the stealth. So I don't know if you guys are going to do something in particular that requires the stealth.
Well, okay, how's this? I will, if I see them coming down here, I'll fill that whole area with web from the scroll.
Is that the same thing you said to me before, DM?
So it's a little bit different with the scroll. The scroll won't get burned immediately. He can just hold it while it's there and trigger it versus holding a spell slot. But he could hold the scroll there, and then as soon as you hear the footsteps as they approach the hallway, you could combo it now in doing so. As with a scroll, you have a bit more time to respond properly to that versus a spell slot. And you wouldn't risk accidentally burning your moonbeam prematurely to avoid losing it either, if you go off of his scroll's line of sight.
Does the moonbeam affect the web? Or does it just...
I
doesn't
believe
affect
moonbeam
like
only
a
damages
surface area?
Yeah, the only thing that affects web is fire. So the web holds them, and then the moonbeam burns them.
Yep, I'm down with that.
Let's see. I imagine Destiny's will be to get into melee just outside of the web and the moonbeam, start hitting them. In terms of her held action, Kalor, what would you be holding?
A gun.
Good.
Just holding a
I
regular
mean,
shot.
I could also hold a fairy fire.
Man, light them up with everything.
But should I?
No, because you'll avenge anyway because they're restrained.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll just I'm holding a gun. I'm gonna hold a shot.
Okay. So let's see. With that in mind, let me grab these two effects. So, web. are. Put that underneath. Make it. That should be visibly defined. Then a moonbeam. Also go right here. There we are. Okay, so as a note, the bugbears will approach, and just as they get within the moonbeam radius, see, one of them would have to meet your line of sight. So here, leaf red would meet your line of sight for one. Yes, okay. So that one gets to there. This one's gonna be here. These guys will be 10 behind there, so they'll be there. Okay, so as Kalor, you're kind of holding the edge with your weapon, ready to fire. Red, you are having your spell Lycan, you knowing to drop your moonbeam, or activate the moonbeam. Once Red starts reciting his scroll, you combo in doing so, and that is going to trigger into combat, so those held actions would go off immediately in response as well, and that concentration would apply from there. Reactionary shot would go off, and then we would go into combat. And then the moonbeam would trigger, and those both respond to the creature's initiatives.
From a scroll, am I still concentrating?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Only potions. I ignore concentration. The only upside to the scroll is noted. You can just hold it there until it actually goes off, rather than a spell slot, which you would lose.
Yeah, cool.
Holding it.
Let's go low rolls.
No kidding. Highest is 11.
Everyone joined the low plus there. Okay. There we go.
It's not as many more than I thought it was. I knew there was more than 2.
I don't trust that, like, slasher looking. Was it a hobgoblin?
And then there's a brown looking, this orange looking guy.
Alright, don't be racist.
Yeah, dude, man, come on.
I'm just saying he's there. I love the guy. He's my best friend.
And that brown guy.
Some of my best friends are orange.
Your friends are Trump?
He's totally eating everyone's dogs and cats.
Alright, let's see. So, we'll do Destiny into initiative here. As noted, Destiny's held reaction would have been getting to the edge of... Yeah. Would have getting to the edge of the web in order to deny space and then get ready to attack subsequently. And then you would have had the shot Kalor on this one that you would have line of sight on as that held reaction.
So I'll take that shot.
Yep.
Revolver! Hit, please! Thank you! I'm guessing that'll hit, right?
Yeah, that will hit. And then double check something real quick. Roll me that moonbeam damage as well, that we can get that out of the way for next time. Lycan.
Is it 2d10?
It should be in your spell. When you click it, it should roll it for you.
That's a good one.
Yeah, 2d10. That seems very nice. And then...
Are you going to take the one you rolled or the one I rolled?
No, what you rolled.
Because I just rolled 2d10.
You're good.
No, that's TY.
Okay, yeah. They just both start your turn effects. Got it. And then we'll keep 17 there. That go off. Okay. So, let's see. And damage. That is going to get it close to the wounded condition, but just injuring it for now, as a note. So all those reactions are already expended until the turns come back, and then we're a few minutes till, and Quinn's also passed out at the moment. So I believe we can leave it here just to not get too far into combat, let everything resolve at the start of next session, and then proceed forwards as you guys make your way towards the remaining forces here to clear them out, so that way you can work on the actual forge itself from there. Grab your item.
I'm glad we talked to the beholder first before deciding to rest or not.
Yep. Not doing so, these guys would have came in.
Yeah, I'm just aware when I'm not here next week.
No.
I'm actually got to catch a plane in 9 hours to head to New Zealand for my hike.
Sounds fun.
That's right, say that.
Recording. One sec.